In breaking student loan news today, the Department of Education announced that they are bringing back the IDR application, kind of. And what I mean by that is they have announced that on March 26th, the online income driven repayment plan application, as well as the paper forms, will be available again on studentaid.gov. However, they are not going to process them. They are just going to sit in a queue somewhere. And so at least step one is being addressed, and they are going to start accepting these applications again. But I wanted to tell you why they're not processing them and how you can avoid any issues if you do feel that you need to apply for an income-driven repayment plan. So all of the issues stem from question number 2, the recommended repayment plan and the SAVE repayment plan. As you might know, the SAVE student loan repayment plan is currently blocked by injunction due to the courts, and so they are legally not allowed to process borrowers into the SAVE plan. However, the recommended plan is also kind of a hiccup because it could trigger the SAVE plan. And so the Department of Education originally took the stance that because this is pretty messy, let's just pause all applications until we can split these apart and have a different application for each one. However, with the lawsuits that are happening by the American Federation of Teachers, they said, hey, we'll bring the applications back online and we'll put them in a queue and we'll wait and see. If you need to apply for an income-driven repayment plan, if you need to, I don't recommend it if you don't need to, but if you need to, make sure you're choosing an eligible plan. I recommend choosing IBR and just checking that IBR box only. You can check pay, you can check ICR. Do not choose recommended or the SAVE one. I can see this happening, and I'm fairly certain it's what's going to happen is once the SAVE is blocked by the courts, they're going to take everyone's IDR application that chose those two, and they're just going to reject them. And they're going to kick them out and say, not dealing with them. So if you want to apply for an income-driven repayment plan and you want a valid chance that your plan is processed timely, choose IBR. And I have a high likelihood that once they start resuming processing on these things, the IBR ones will get processed and the other ones will get rejected. So hopefully that gives a little clarity on what's going on. Like I said, March 26th, the studentaid.gov should have the applications on by this afternoon. You can apply. Most people probably don't need to, though. But new grads coming up here, you'll need to pick a repayment plan pretty soon, and this will apply to you. As for people that need to recertify their employment, dates should be moving. We're seeing a lot of stories of them moving, but don't expect them to all move for at least the next couple weeks. You can find all the details on thecollegeinvestor.com. Let us know in the comments what you're seeing.